First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Lively. To the middle. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Wow, Banchero using his size to find a path to the rim.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Brown can't hit.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Porter. Misses off the right iron.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Pass to Lively. Miami grabs the miss.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get two there.
And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. They trail by one. Banchero outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Adebayo. Orlando again missing.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it. Man, he put a little something extra on that finish.
Brown looking around. Pass to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And here's Porter. Where the screen. Elbow shot. That's good on the jumper. Porter's gotten his second bucket.
A talented shooter like Porter has no trouble with the mid-range. He makes it look almost easy.
Banchero outside. Pass to Lively. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami leading by 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Brian, back to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Orlando with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Banchero outside. Picked by Carter. And he makes it on the layup. Banchero's got 7 points.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Smith. And then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough game.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker.
Oh, my goodness!
Wow. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Here's Saraf. He's scoreless. Black outside. Picked by Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Crafty move. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
It's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Here's Shepherd. Back to Black. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Here's Smith. There's the drive. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Now here's Smith. He's got 7. Three-pointer Yakachonis. The rebound by Filipowski. Magic trail by 4. Pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Smith outside. Here's Yakachonis. Inside. Here's Post. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Here's Black. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Miami out in front, up 4. And the second.
Orlando, 21.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Miami?
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 4. And counted from 19 feet away. Suggs has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Tries the spin move. The kick out to Johnson. Suggs outside. Up and over Smith. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Intercepted. And it's Orlando on the break. Here's Filipowski. Goes back up. Rebound Miami. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's Porter. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Orlando trailing here. To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Porter in the post. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Porter's got 6.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Here's Suggs. And he banks in the layup. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Smith inside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
And Toppin pulls it down. Miami leading by 4. Smith into the lane. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
With the drive. Brown, no good. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Goes up at the elbow. Porter's shot is off.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Brown. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
And I love how Brown is never in a rush, so calm even with the shot clock up against him.
Here's Smith. Pass to Iacochonis. Rebounded by Suggs. Orlando with the ball. Trailing by 2. Pulls up on the wing. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
They're too easy. I mean, for Suggs, he makes that in his sleep.
Smith left side. And again, no good by Miami. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Suggs outside. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want-to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
Lively shot is off.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Nembhard outside. Going inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Anthony Black.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Nembhard hits them both. Black with it. He has 6. Pass to Banchero. It's hauled in by the Heat. And here's Nembhard. Hero right side. Outside Adebayo. Wide open. No luck on that one.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Black outside. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Nembhard. The kick out to Adebayo. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
That is smooth right there. Adebayo stretching the floor a little bit.
Spins. Black outside. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Good work defensively by Black.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Pass to Banchero. Overdone. The rebound by Ware.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard Tyler Hero said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about. This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up." Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Using all that size in close, Banchero, he understands his strengths on offense.
And here's a timeout from Erik Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Heat with the lead. Smith outside. Good work defensively by Black. Here's Orlando. Pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Smith outside. And he drives in. Lively grabs the miss. He gets it up. That one doesn't drop. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nembhard outside. Ware the screen. Hero for three. And it's Orlando with a rebound. And for all the talk of unicorn centers, a lot to be said for a rim-running big man like Dereck Lively, Tim.
Yeah, his mobility fits the modern game, B.A. He can move his feet, which allows him to cover in space. And then, on the break and as a rim roller, watch your head.
Outside Adebayo. Adebayo with a powerful jam.
And watching Adebayo in the pick and roll can be a thing of beauty. Such a great feel for that set.
Suggs outside. Tries the spin move. Shoots over Nembhard. Suggs, no good.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
Hero with the bucket.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Outside, Brown. Chalk up two there. Brown's got 6 points.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Porter. The kick out to Adebayo. And stolen by Suggs. Banchero outside. And it's all from three-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Miami shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And Tim, 1 year, you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. Do you think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Nembhard. Adebayo sets a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Snatched up. They shoot again. No good on that one. He's 5 for 8. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, you won't see many 6'10 guys with the dribble drive capacity of Banchero. You know, he's a problem.
Here's Nembhard. Uses the glass on the layup. He has 6. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Banchero outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball. To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Well, Hero does not lack confidence shooting the basketball, particularly from deep.
The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Filipowski. Three-pointer. Orlando again missing.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Nembhard outside. Hero outside. Shoots over Johnson. Can't bury it. His 5th miss in 9 tries. Orlando trailing here. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Now, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And here's a timeout from Erik Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's Filipowski. No made baskets yet. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And it's Smith penetrating. Hauled in by Brown.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Misses from short range. The Heat with the lead. Smith outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Now Black. Give him 8. From behind the arc. Smith with the rebound. Hero outside. Oh, sweet move. And Carter with the block.
Hard to get shots over Carter Jr. With his timing and his long arms.
Hero outside. And there's the drive. And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, VA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Hero. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Black, left side. Here's Shepard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. No good there with a step-back J.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Hero for 3. No good that time. Magic trail by 4. Here's Brown. Pass to Shepard. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter here. Just 5 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap, so you're open-ended in that regard. And there are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man. Here's Hero. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
Man, this guy is a natural bucket getter. It is so difficult to slow him down.
Buries it from 3. Filipowski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
Well, I love that right there. Tyler Hero giving you a little attitude.
Pass to Filipowski. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Hero. He's got 17. Here's Post. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Anthony Black.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
So both teams changing it up here. Magic trail by 5. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Here's Adebayo. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
Tyler Hero has been on display.
58. Here we go.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Suggs with it. Pass to Lively. Now Banchero. Back to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Here's Johnson. Porter pulls it in. And Erik Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Erik Spoelstra's huddle. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Oh, he's such a solid ball handler, and that's why Tyler Herro is so difficult to contain in pick and roll.
The kick out to Banchero. That three's off the mark. Miami leading by 5. Here's Nembhard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Banchero left side. Into the lane. Lively. Adebayo grabs the board. Herro looking over the floor. Pass to Ware. Good work defensively by Black. Magic trail by 7. The kick out to Banchero. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And this team relies on Banchero's scoring, but tonight he's carried them.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside for Porter. 6 to shoot. Lively with a block. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Magic trail by 5. Here's Banchero. And the shot no good. A bit short. On the wing, Nembhard. To the inside. Where?
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Banchero no good.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And here's Nembhard. Herro on the wing. Fade away. Adebayo. That's good. And it's a 9-point Miami lead.
Well, he's known more for his defense, but Bam Adebayo can do things when the ball is in his hands.
Suggs with the bucket. Nembhard outside. Pass to Adebayo. Herro outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Herro's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Banchero down the lane. got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Pass to Adebayo. Hero outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hero's got 23 points.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Banchero the screen. Launches it. That shot off.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by the Heat.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, this game has gone the other direction.
Hero outside. And it's Orlando on the break. He shoots it. Banchero cleaning up the fast break.
I mean, it's so special to see a guy Banchero's size hitting that pull-up.
There, the screen. Here's Porter. From the high post, he drills it. And the Heat lead by 11.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
Banchero from close range.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Hero fires. Can't hit it.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Banchero. Black outside. Here's Banchero.
To show us some strength inside, Banchero doesn't shy away from the contact.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with dribbles, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
And the mid-range shot has been there for them over and over. They continue to capitalize on it. Let's see if they keep going back to it.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And Banchero drops them both.
And you got to appreciate just how complete Banchero's game is. I mean, not just a dynamic scorer, but he's also a reliable passer and a menace on the glass.
Oh, it's off! Magic trail by 7. Carter inside. Here's the pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the trifecta.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Well, that is a big bucket, a very important possession.
Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Right side Johnson.
And the coaching staff encourages Johnson to take initiative. When he does this, he draws the defense's attention.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. The heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Smith. He takes it in. Jams it home.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Outside Banchero. Oh, it misses. Miami leading by 5. Porter. Carter rips down the board. 1:10 left to the game.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
First free throw is good. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now, this team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
Porter a screen. Yes! Using that window!
Wow. Look at Porter Jr. with the ice water veins, stepping up for his team in a clutch situation.
Outside Banchero. Boom! Banchero!
And when they need a bucket, Banchero wants to be the guy to get it. And he's got a nose for the big situations.
Porter looks it over. Screen by Post. Smith outside. Porter. Nope. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that. And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
So it's the Heat taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so